Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Miss Show Minutes. I want to spend a couple minutes letting you know that if you missed our show, all of our shows in the stations we're on nationwide are located at hiddenwealthradio.com. Well, this is my synopsis, if you're new to Hidden Wealth, on what's going on and what I talked about on the radio show. These are all pressing, up-to-date insights. I'm someone that doesn't just write books and educate people nationwide. I'm somebody who sits with a certain number of clients from located all around the United States on a weekly, annual basis and do private planning for clients as well as my team. And here's the real pressing issue. We baby boomers are reinventing retirement. And we're reinventing it to the point to where the number of people today that exist ages 65 or older in the United States will safely more than double in the next 15 years. Now, that's great because people are taking care of their health, they're living longer, there's been a lot of medical advancement. The challenge in that is that when there's fewer people paying into our federal tax system, then there's fewer people to collect federal taxes from, since there's fewer wages being earned. Now, as a result of that, that not only slows our economy, which means stocks don't perform as well, but the government is going to have to collect that tax from somewhere. And that somewhere comes from the money that you and I have tax deferred into these 401ks if you're still working and saving, or IRAs if you've already retired and rolled that money over, which means be prepared for higher taxation. In fact, two presidential candidates, to summarize, are all about going after baby boomer retirement taxation, and that is this. One candidate believes a federal tax rate level of 90 to 95% is actually fair, and another candidate just announced this last week, a female candidate I might add, that it's more than fair to double the capital gains tax rates on your brokerage accounts. So whether you're saving and getting taxed as earned, and we've been so blessed to have these gains back in the market because of the Fed manipulating interest rates and coaxing people back into the stock market that swore that they'd never go back in again. And that bubble's about to burst, as many of you have shared with me. And you shared your concerns about what do I do to get protected. Well, I'm going to teach you in just a moment. But also the fact, those of us that were told that we're saving tax by putting money away in our 401ks and IRAs, when folks, we don't save tax, we defer the tax. And as a result of that, we're looking at higher taxes no matter how we cut it. Well, another tax, which is an indirect tax, is the tax that we take on when the market corrects and crashes. Just like several clients, many of you likely listening, that have lost 40, 50% of your net worth twice just in the last 2 decades. Folks, I'm going to teach you how in the last 2 decades our clients haven't lost a penny. In fact, one client I just did a review with, I talk about that he and his wife have averaged now over 10.5% tax-free and market risk-free. And I want to teach you the same. This coming Tuesday, I'll connect the dots for you, and I would encourage your spouse or significant other to join if applicable, because getting on the same framework of foundational learning in this is imperative, especially since the number of people 65 and older today will more than double in the next 15 years, which tells you the direction the tax rates are going to have to go. When there's fewer people pulling the wagon's going to get heavier for those of us pulling. And for those of us that have done a good job of saving, it just means they're going to do an even better job or a good job of taxing us better. Folks, go to solvemyretirement.com. That's solvemyretirement.com while it's on your mind right now, and register. And there's no cost or obligation, but by registering and attending, and please don't be that person that says, oh, I should have my husband or I should have my wife watch this. Encourage, because there's 4 different times now available due to demand. And there's only so much room in each of these educational webinar sessions. Let my Wealth Educational Protection Workshop teach you and your spouse, even if you choose to attend at different times, how to safeguard your retirement savings, especially with many of you sharing the concern of an upcoming crash that many newsletters are predicting that you all have forwarded into me, as well as the Fed raising rates. I mean, there's just massive volatility. Folks, I want to teach you how to get a sound night's sleep and not worrying about when the market corrects or crashes, and not worry about whatever the government decides to do about taxing people to the max. SolveMyRetirement.com will help you register. You can do that now, or simply call 855-668-2928. That's 855-668-2928, and learn how you can safeguard your retirement, how you can have certainty and security in knowing that you don't have to lose to the government and you don't have to lose to the market again. Here's to your hidden wealth solution.